Adenosine triphosphate, molecules that store energy, ATP. It is the main energy carrier in all living cells.
Imagine trying to keep your smartphone charged throughout a busy day of calls, messages, and apps. Just like your phone relies on its battery to store and deliver energy when you need it, our bodies depend on adenosine triphosphate, ATP, as a cellular battery to store and provide energy for all physical activities. ATP acts as the energy currency in our cells, much like your phone battery is crucial for powering your device, ensuring that all the tasks our bodies perform are fueled and ready to go when needed.
Cells using oxygen to produce energy from food. Cellular respiration. It is a process where cells break down food and use oxygen to release energy.
Imagine trying to start your car on a cold winter morning, only to find out that you need fuel and a spark to get the engine running. This is similar to how cells in your body need oxygen and nutrients to produce energy. Just as a car requires fuel, gasoline, and a spark ignition to convert stored energy into motion, your cells use oxygen like the spark, and food molecules like the fuel to convert chemical energy into the energy your body uses to function, a process known as cellular respiration.
Cells breaking down molecules to release energy without using oxygen. Fermentation. Fermentation is a process where cells turn sugars into energy in the absence of oxygen.
Imagine being stuck in traffic with no gas stations nearby, forcing you to rely on the snacks you have in your car to keep your energy up. This scenario is similar to fermentation, where cells generate energy by breaking down molecules without the luxury of oxygen, much like you relying on snacks instead of your car's fuel. Just as your snacks provide a temporary energy boost when you can't refuel, fermentation allows cells to extract energy from available resources when oxygen isn't accessible, ensuring they keep functioning even under constrained conditions.
The process by which plants use sunlight, carbon dioxide, and water to make food. Photosynthesis. In photosynthesis, plants take sunlight and turn it into energy to grow.
Imagine you're trying to cook dinner, but you only have raw ingredients and no recipe. Just like how you need to gather and transform these ingredients into a meal using a recipe, plants gather sunlight, carbon dioxide, and water to create their own food through photosynthesis. In this analogy, the raw ingredients are like the sunlight, carbon dioxide, and water, while the recipe that guides the transformation into a delicious meal is akin to the process of photosynthesis itself.
The life cycle of a cell. Cell cycle. The cell cycle is the series of stages a cell goes through to grow and divide, creating two new cells.
Imagine trying to maintain a well-organized kitchen where you regularly prepare meals, clean up, and restock supplies. This routine is similar to the cell cycle, where a cell grows, duplicates its contents, divides, and then prepares to do it all over again. Just as you have to chop vegetables, wash dishes, and ensure the pantry is stocked, a cell must go through phases of growth, G1 phase, DNA replication, S phase, preparation for division, G2 phase, and finally, division mitosis to function efficiently and continue its life cycle.
The division of the cytoplasm during cell division. Cytokinesis. Cytokinesis is the process where a cell's cytoplasm divides, creating two separate cells.
Imagine you're at a crowded dinner table with a large group of friends, and it's time to split the dessert evenly among everyone. This process is similar to cytokinesis, the division of the cytoplasm during cell division, where everything within a cell must be evenly distributed between two new daughter cells. Just as you carefully slice the dessert to ensure each friend gets an equal share, Cytokinesis ensures that the cytoplasm and its contents are evenly divided, maintaining balance and fairness in the formation of new cells.
A chromosome with the same structure and gene sequence. Homologous chromosome. In simple terms, homologous chromosomes are pairs of chromosomes in a cell that have the same genes at the same locations, but may have different versions of those genes.
Imagine you're trying to find a pair of matching socks in a drawer full of mixed-up socks. Just like two socks that form a matching pair, homologous chromosomes are two chromosomes that have the same structure and gene sequence, making them a perfect match in terms of genetic information. In this analogy, each sock represents one chromosome, and the matching features, such as color and pattern, are like the gene sequences and structure that make the chromosomes homologous.
The stage of cell cycle before cell division occurs. Interphase. Interphase is the phase where a cell prepares for division by growing and copying its DNA.
Imagine preparing your house for a big party, making sure everything is spotless, food is ready, and decorations are perfectly placed. This preparation phase is similar to interphase in the cell cycle, where the cell gets ready for division by growing, replicating its DNA, and ensuring everything is in order. Just like how you wouldn't throw a party without adequate preparation, a cell wouldn't divide without undergoing interphase to ensure it has all the necessary components and information ready for the big event of cell division.
The stage of the cell cycle during which the nucleus divides mitosis. Mitosis is when a single cell divides to form two identical cells, each with the same number of chromosomes as the original cell.
Imagine trying to evenly split a big pizza between two friends, ensuring each gets the same types and amounts of toppings. This process is similar to mitosis, where a cell divides its nucleus, so each new cell receives an identical set of genetic material. Just like carefully dividing the pizza to ensure fairness, mitosis involves the precise duplication and separation of chromosomes, so each new cell is perfectly equipped, maintaining balance and function.
The sum of all chemical reactions in an organism. Metabolism. Metabolism is how our bodies turn food into energy and building blocks for growth.
Imagine trying to manage a household where every family member has different tasks, schedules, and needs. Just like coordinating these daily activities to keep the household running smoothly, metabolism involves the coordination of countless chemical reactions within an organism to maintain life. Each family member's task is akin to a chemical reaction, and the overall harmony of the house reflects the sum of these reactions, ensuring everything functions seamlessly, much like the organism's metabolic processes.
The movement of molecules from an area of higher density to an area of lower density. Diffusion. It is a process where particles spread out evenly in a space from where there are more of them to where there are fewer.
Imagine you're at a crowded party where everyone is packed into one room and it's getting increasingly uncomfortable. Just as people naturally start moving to less crowded rooms to find more space and comfort, molecules in a high-density area move to areas of lower density to spread out evenly. In both scenarios, whether it's partygoers looking for breathing room or molecules dispersing, the underlying principle is the transition from crowded, high-density spaces to more open, low-density spaces to achieve balance and comfort.
The movement of materials through a cell membrane without the use of energy. Passive transport. It is how particles move naturally from high to low concentration in cells without energy.
Imagine standing at a crowded concert, trying to move closer to the stage without pushing or forcing your way through. Just like how you slowly make your way forward by simply following the flow of the crowd, passive transport involves materials moving through a cell membrane naturally, without any extra effort or energy. In this scenario, the crowd represents molecules. The concert venue is like the cell, and your gentle drift toward the stage is akin to the effortless movement of molecules across the cell membrane, driven by concentration differences rather than force.
The movement of materials through the cell membrane using energy. Active transport. Active transport is when cells use energy to move substances against their natural flow through the membrane.
Imagine trying to push a heavy shopping cart uphill at the grocery store parking lot. Just as you need to exert effort and energy to move the cart against gravity, cells use energy to transport materials across their membranes against a concentration gradient. In this analogy, the shopping cart is like the materials being moved. The hill represents the cell membrane, and the energy you exert is similar to the energy cells use during active transport to move substances from a lower to a higher concentration.
The diffusion of water through a semi-permeable membrane. Osmosis. Osmosis is when water moves from an area with less stuff dissolved in it to more stuff until things are balanced.
Imagine you're at a crowded party and you're trying to move from the packed living room to a less crowded kitchen to get some fresh air. This situation is similar to osmosis, where water moves from an area of high concentration to an area of low concentration through a semi-permeable membrane. Just like you moving to a less crowded area for comfort, water molecules move through the membrane to balance concentrations on either side, achieving equilibrium in the process.
A protein that speeds up chemical reactions in cells. Enzyme. Enzymes are like tiny helpers in the body that make reactions happen faster.
Imagine you're trying to untangle a massive knot in your headphones. Just as a skilled friend can help you quickly unravel the knot by knowing exactly where to pull and twist, an enzyme helps speed up chemical reactions in cells by providing the right environment for the reaction to occur more efficiently. In this analogy, your friend is like the enzyme. The tangled headphones represent the reactants in a chemical reaction. And the quicker untangling process mirrors how enzymes reduce the time it takes for reactions to proceed in the body.